5A on Wednesday night's homework. There we go. It says solve each problem in two different ways as modeled in the example. So here's the example. Here's the one we're going to do. So we are doing 3/4 times 16. Multiplying, we know, is synonymous with the word of. We're just finding 3/4 of 16. So let's go ahead and start our equation down here just like this one. So it's going to be 3/4 times 16 equals, and then just like up here, we're going to take our whole number and multiply it times our numerator, just like they did here. That's going to become our new numerator. So it's going to be 16 times 3, and we still need to keep it over 4 because we're still going to divide it into 4. Now in this first example, all they do is multiply those numbers and then divide them. So we're going to multiply first, then divide. 16 times 3 is 48. You can do that math on the side if you can't do that in your head. That one's a little bit of a bigger fact to know. And we're going to have it divided by 4. Now we're just going to divide. 48 divided by 4 is 12. Once again, if you can't do that in your head, not a big deal. Just step over to the side and do a little work. You can just pause the video. Okay, so we got 12 on our first one. Awesome. Now we're going to go over here. And let's see, the only difference is we're still going to put our whole times our numerator in the numerator. But instead of multiplying first, we're going to divide first. We're going to take our whole number and divide it by our denominator. And then we are going to multiply the top. So let's practice on ours. So 3/4, this is the second one, times 16 equals, so 16 times 3 still goes on top, over 4. But this time we're going to take that whole and divide it by our denominator, which is 4, which cancels out 4 because 4 divided by 4, we're just canceling it out, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. So now I just have 3 times 4, which equals 12. So we got the same answer on both. Now I can try to explain why that works for you if this is something that is not really making sense while you're doing it. We don't want to just do something to do it. We want to understand what's going on. So if we're finding 3/4 of 16, if that helps to draw a picture, we know our whole is 16 and our denominator tells us we're going to break it into fourths. And we need to find 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Well, to find 3, we first need to know what 1/4 is. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. So each one of these is going to be 4. We can check our work. 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4 is 16. So we got it. And 3 of these would be 4 times 3, which is 12. So what we are doing when we are saying 16 times 3 is we're just taking this 16 and multiplying it by 3. But then that would make our whole 3 times bigger, and we still need to break it into 4 parts. So that's why we're dividing it by 4, if that makes a little bit more sense.